Hey everyone, welcome back to the Infatuasian podcast. I think we have a really great show for you today. We are talking about Asian travel, and I asked a bunch of my guests over the last 6 months or so some of their favorite travel destinations, as well as some travel tips and hacks, as well as disaster stories, and I compiled them all here. And then over the summer, around the end of July, I met up with a good friend of ours, Isabel Wong, a financial journalist from Hong Kong, who also produces a podcast called Proudly Asian. If you want to hear more about her, you can listen to our episode about her. I forgot to look up the number of the episode, but it was a while ago. And so Isabel happened to be in LA, and I happened to be in LA at the same time while we were on our family vacation. And so we met up at my sister's house, and we recorded this episode, and it was super fun to see her in person. We've only met on Zoom before that, so it was really kind of fun. And we had lunch together with our families, and so it just was super great. So I know it's a little late in the season for travel. It's almost October, but you know, better late than never. This episode took a lot longer than I thought to put together, so hopefully it's still useful. You know, bookmark this episode. Maybe it'll come in handy sometime in your life. I hope so. But until then, enjoy the episode. And as usual, thanks for listening. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Infatuasian podcast, the road edition. We are on location today in Los Angeles, and this episode has been actually 5 or 6 months in the making. So if you guys remember, we did a dating episode in February for Valentine's Day, and I asked people questions ahead of time about dating, but this time we're going to do a similar type show where for the last 5 or 6 months I've been asking my guests travel questions, and so I've compiled their travel answers, so we'll be talking about that. And I like to have people help me comment on the answers, so we have a very special guest who flew all the way to the United States just to do this podcast, everyone. That's her dedication. It is our old friend Isabel from Hong Kong. Welcome back to the show, Isabel.
Hello, Curtis. Hello, everyone. It's so nice joining you in person. We are looking at each other, having this conversation.
We just met like 2 hours ago for the first time in person, but it's great.
It's like meeting a pen friend.
It is. And see, now that we're in America, Isabel, you can drop the British accent if you like.
All right. Let me go change into a Californian accent.
Do you ask for a bottle of water?
It's like a bottle of water.
Pretty good. That could pass.
Nice.
All right. So Isabel's going to help me because we just happened to time out. So I'm in Los Angeles visiting my sister, and Isabel's here visiting her partner's family. And so we just timed it out perfectly, and we happen to be here at the same time. And normally I greet my guests by asking if they've eaten yet, like "Sik fa mea?" But I know the answer. We just came from lunch together, and we are stuffed. Shout out to Miss Chi in Culver City, Chef Shirley Chung's restaurant. She stuffed us with food. So if we nod off during the podcast, if there's long silences, it's because we've nodded off from a food coma.
Exactly.
So hopefully we should have some coffee or something.
I know.
But we'll get through this. So thank you for coming on, Isabel. This is going to be fun.
Yes.
And so just to refresh everyone's memory, Isabel has been living in Hong Kong for over 10 years, grew up in England, and is the wonderful host of the Proudly Asian podcast. How's the podcast going?
It's amazing. Actually, this month we're doing Proudly Asian Food Month. Mm-hmm. So we've been pushing out more like delicious content in audio and video format on our IG.
Yeah. And so I've seen a lot of American restaurants, international restaurants located here in America. So fun. And so have you been recording during this trip at all, or is this your first recording?
I have, but I'm trying to take it easy. It's kind of like a summer holiday for me.
Yeah, you've been working crazy hours. Have you been waking up at 3 a.m. to do meetings in Hong Kong?
Pretty much.
No.
So yeah, so part of my trip here is like the first 2 weeks were really working from home, and so I was kind of working Asia hours.
Oh no, which is like 15 hours different.
Exactly.
Oh no. But I think you're starting a actual vacation soon, right?
Yes. Yes. Oh, thank God.
All right. Good. So if you don't remember, Isabel and I met during the pandemic online through a couple mutual friends. We have a podcast group where we talk, lament. What else do we do? We support each other. We bounce ideas off each other. And so it's been fun getting to know Isabel online, but now we're actually in person. So this could be an annual event. You guys come to LA once a year, maybe? We can do this once a year. We gotta get the other folks out here. We gotta get our friend Lingji and Ben out here. We gotta time it. Roxanne and Jules. We have Australia, New York, Hong Kong, Singapore.
We also have France, don't we?
Oh yeah, we haven't talked to Linda for a while. But man, how would that be? Maybe Hawaii? Is that kind of the middle point?
I could do.
LA is pretty good too. All right,
maybe we should all meet in Asia.
We need a sugar daddy. We need someone with like deep pockets and a private jet to get us. Yeah, Hong Kong would be great.
That would be nice.
Australia would be fun too.
Yes.
So many good locations. We should every year do a different location. We do Singapore one year, New York. We all live in pretty great cities, I think.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. This is a travel episode, but what we're going to do is, so I've been asking people questions about travel, and we'll get to those in a second. I'll play you the snippets. But how about you? You seem like a pretty prolific traveler. Like before the pandemic, would you say you try to do 1 or 2 trips a year?
Yeah, I mean that might be the minimum. Oh no, I'm in by no means bragging. But since we live in Asia, right? So it's so easy to travel around different Asian countries. So Japan, like we're next to South Korea, Taiwan, and all that. It's kind of a little bit easier to get like 3 to 5 trips in.
What would a flight to Japan to Tokyo from Hong Kong to Tokyo? A couple $100?
Oh, way more than that.
Oh, okay.
I think right now it would be around like at least $700.
$700? That's almost okay. No, that's true. From here it'd be like $1,500, I think.
Oof, wow.
But it's only a 2.5 hour flight or something.
No, it's from Hong Kong to Tokyo is 5 hours ish.
Okay, I have no idea. My geography terrible here. So 5 hours. Okay, that's pretty far. Okay, so that's. But still, compared for me, it would be 15 hours.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So you try to do, like a short trip could be, Philippines would be a couple hours.
Yeah. And Vietnam is 1.5 hour away. Taiwan as well.
Yeah, south of China, you're right there. You can walk. To south of China if you wanted to. But so pretty cool. So you're a traveler. Have you always been that way? Like when you were in England, did you travel much in England?
Yes, I did. Actually, as a middle school or high school student, I would always go around and visit my friends in Europe, some of them in Sweden, Germany, Italy, and all that. And it's really cheap also. Like, I would say even cheaper than Asia travels. Like, sometimes you could go on, like, budget airlines, shout out to Ryanair. You could get £20 deals from London to maybe Italy or just any random destinations in Europe.
Or trains. Trains in Europe is easy.
Exactly.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, so we're going to talk travel. We'll get more of your opinions later. So we did a couple snippets with some really cool guests. Sarah and Kaitlin from The Walks of Life. They do this cool Chinese cooking blog. Actors, we had Steve Allerick, Amy Park from Alaska Daily. We had Alyssa Kim from Beef. And we had cookbook authors. Andrea Nguyen does Vietnamese cooking. And then Lan Lam works for America's Test Kitchen. We had her on. Then we had influencers. Jeff Yamazaki is a model and a men's fashion content creator, as well as designer Michelle Hanabusa. She's the founder of Uprisers, as well as Hate is a Virus. So we have some really, really cool guests. So are you ready to listen to our first snippet?
Always.
All right, let's do it. So I'll play it for everyone at home as well, and then we'll talk about it. So the first question was, what is your favorite Asian destination and why? Sarah and Kaitlin from Walks of Life, what is your favorite Asian destination and why?
China. I would say Shanghai, to be specific. my mom's family, a lot of my mom's family is still there, and we always love going and visiting and eating, and the city is just so vibrant and awesome.
Yeah.
So we can't wait to go back. Last time we were there was in November of 2018, so we're due for another trip.
Yeah. All right, we're here with actor Steven Allerick, and we're going to ask you some travel questions. Steve, what is your favorite Asian destination and why?
So my first instinct says anywhere that has dim sum.
Right?
So
as a Toronto Chinese, you're a Chinese American, Chinese Canadian from Toronto, yeah?
That's right, man. So anywhere that has dim sum. But if you're talking about countries, the only Asian country I've been to was Japan, but it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal to just kind of see how different their way of life was. And I got to see all the 3 big cities. So it was great.
Yeah, that's definitely on my list for sure. We'll see. 2024, maybe. Fingers crossed, 2024. Yes. All right, Amy Park of the show Alaska Daily, can you give us one of your favorite Asian destinations and why?
Cambodia and Bali. Bali is the home for my soul, and Cambodia has taught me that even when you have nothing, you truly can give everything.
Oh, wow. You know, we did an episode with the Donut Princess, Mei Li Tao, and she spoke very highly of Cambodia as well. And her memoir, her mom's memoir, is really powerful. Her mom grew up in the Khmer Rouge time, and yeah, it's been through some stuff. Cambodia's been through some stuff.
Absolutely, but their people, my goodness, they are just they walk with their hearts. It's beautiful.
Oh, wow. Okay, great Rex. So I'm talking with Alyssa Kim, actress from Beef. Alyssa, what is your favorite Asian destination and why when you travel?
I would say it's Tokyo. Because when I was living in Seoul, it was very close and very different. So you get a lot of very foreign sites with small amount of time and money.
Yeah, no, it's my dream to go. I think next summer we're going to try to go to Japan. So I hope, fingers crossed, everything works out. So we are talking to Andrea Nguyen, a cookbook author. Andrea, what is your favorite Asian destination and why?
Oh, well, I like to go to Vietnam. I haven't been in a while, but it's a place where it seems familiar, but it's not. It's a place where I fit in, but I don't.
Yeah.
And I always learn something new, like every moment that I'm there.
Yeah. Lan, how about you? Favorite Asian destination?
Maybe not favorite, but aspirational, because I really want to go here. I would love to go to Kyoto. I've never been to Japan. It feels like since it has opened up, everybody is going, and I'm so jealous.
Yeah, seems like everyone, huh? All right, so I'm here with Jeff Yamazaki. Jeff, do you have a favorite Asian destination and why?
Yeah, so I haven't been to a lot of Asian countries yet. It's only been Japan and Taiwan. But hands down, Japan is my favorite Asian destination because it's safe. The food is incredible. Yeah. People are friendly, and it's like a similar standard of living as the U.S. So there's not as big of a culture shock. Living wise,
and you can get by in English. I mean, you speak Japanese, but you can pretty much get by with English.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially in Tokyo. If you go in the more rural areas, it might be a little bit tougher. But in Tokyo, you'll do just fine.
Yeah. And hey, how's that exchange rate right now?
Oh my God.
It's great,
it was amazing
right?
when I went. Yeah. Everything is so cheap.
Yeah.
You get like a 20% discount on everything.
It feels like it, huh? So I might have to I'm thinking about going in 2024. So maybe I'll go stock up on a little yen while I can.
Oh yeah, definitely do it. Yeah. I'm transferring over money little by little too.
Oh, you have an account over there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the way.
Little by little.
That's the way to do it. All right. So we're talking to Michelle Hanabusa, founder and creative director at Uprisers. Michelle, what is your favorite Asian destination and why?
Japan.
Yeah.
There's so much inspiration, and I feel the most comfortable being out there, actually.
How about city not other than Tokyo that you love in Japan?
Mie, my mom's hometown.
Oh, cool. All All right. So yeah, I noticed a theme in those answers. A lot of Japan. Have you been to Japan?
Yes, I have. It was actually my first trip that I took after I moved to Asia back in 2013. It was my first time in Japan, and it was Hokkaido for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a favorite Asian destination?
Ooh,
It's hard to pick.
I would thought of it's kind of between Japan and Bali.
I noticed you nodding for the Bali one or Indonesia.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
One of the best places in Asia. Best people.
You were just there, what, last year or a year and a half ago?
It was earlier this year. I was there for about 2 weeks. It was my second time there. And I just kind of like took it slow, did not have a lot of like grand plans. And so it kind of allowed me to immerse myself in that daily lives in Bali.
And you don't need grand plans, right? You just wake up and decide what to do.
No, because the Balinese way of living is just like go with the flow.
You know, it's interesting. I've heard a couple people recommend Cambodia lately. I've never had it on my list. I wonder if I should put it on my list. I guess it sounds like I should.
I've never been.
Yeah, but I heard the food is very underrated. Like a lot of us don't know very much about Cambodian food or Khmer food. But yeah, it seems like a country that, I don't want to say just now, but it's rebounded since the 70s. It's taken a while to rebuild back up, but now I think people are starting to talk about it as a destination. And the elephants and the culture. So okay, so we have some good recommendations there. Definitely a lot of Japan, but yeah, some cool spots there. All right, let's go to the next question. Next question, I think Lan kind of already answered it, but it's our bucket list Asian destination. So Isabel, think of yours as well as we do this one. Do you have a bucket list destination in Asia?
I would say Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Singapore looms large
Yeah.
with the hawker
Absolutely.
markets and all that
And
good
ultimate
stuff.
melting pot of cultures. It's really good.
Yeah, like the Indian food. I'm just like, damn, you got it all over
Street
there.
food. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Yeah, that would be good. All right. Hey, do you got a bucket list Asian destination?
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
That's where my grandfather's from. So I really want to get there and, touch base with my heritage.
Yeah, and the dim sum hits a little different over in Hong Kong too.
I can't wait to find that out, man.
Do you have a bucket list Asia destination?
India and Singapore.
Oh, wow. Well, yes. You know what? That's like the third time Singapore has come up. That's a lot of people's list.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of my friends have visited there. I have a few friends who live there, and I'm vegan, so the vegan scene apparently is awesome there. So I'm excited to check it out.
I got a book recommendation for you. If you like India travel, we did an interview with author Cecily Wong, and she did a book called Kaleidoscope. So if you need a beach read, go grab Kaleidoscope. It's a good fun read.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Do you have an Asian destination on your bucket list, somewhere you haven't been yet but you really want to go?
Dubai.
Really? Okay. Yeah. What's the attraction there? Is it just the architecture, the shopping? What's attractive
That's not
about
new,
Dubai?
like architecture and shopping, but my friend lived there and he just talked so highly about the city, and it was like, yeah, I'm sold.
Super modern and just everything state of the art. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's a new one. No one said that one before.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, good. Well, you just stole my second question. What is your bucket list destination in Asia?
Ooh, bucket list destination. Chiang Mai, I think.
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
Another place I've never been but would like to go.
Yeah.
I think there'd be some good eating.
There would be.
I would love to get back to Thailand. The last time I was there was in 1992.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I went to Chiang Mai and Bangkok and some other places, and lots has changed. I would love to return. But like Kyoto, yes. Osaka, yes. Hokkaido, yes. I'd love to go to Seoul.
Yeah.
That's a good pull.
Yeah.
And,
there's a lot. There's a lot.
Hangzhou outside of Shanghai.
Yeah, gardens, yeah. Hey, do you have a bucket list? Since you've only been to a couple places, do you have a bucket list Asia destination?
Yes. First is definitely South Korea.
Okay.
Because of the K-pop
Yeah.
and K-drama.
Yeah.
I mean, second is more. I also do want to do Shanghai one time with my friends that could kind of show me around.
Yeah.
And then the other ones are like Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, those Southeast Asian countries.
Yeah. I think we just talked about on our fashion episode. We talked about the cultures and watching people walk around. I think Shanghai is a good walking around town, and I think Singapore, for fashion, right?
Yep.
They like their handbags over there in Singapore, that's for sure. Yeah. Do you have a bucket list Asian destination?
Ooh, Vietnam.
Really? Okay. What's your for food or for culture? What would you want to go to Vietnam for?
Everything.
Yeah, it's cool.
Probably the food.
Place. Yeah, we just did a couple shows on Vietnamese cuisine. So
you did? Nice.
Jonesing to go. Yeah. All right. So a little more variety of answers there. Though Singapore came up a few times. Some interesting. You could hear me sometimes. I sounded surprised when they answered because I wasn't expecting Dubai and I wasn't expecting.
That wasn't on my list, not yet.
Yeah. I've only known Dubai from a few, golf tournaments or stuff like that, but apparently it is amazing. It's just a man-made city. It's very modern and very
That's true.
Luxurious.
Yeah.
But so a bunch of Singapores. And you said you've been to Singapore before?
Yes, I have. Great food.
Great food.
I would definitely go back for that black pepper crab or chili crab. I've only had a few Singaporean food experiences, but yeah, it's such a melting pot, right? You get the curries, and then you get kind of the Chinese, and you get the Malaysian flavors. Yeah,
it's a total melting pot of just cultures.
Right?
No, I've been to. No, I haven't. So I've only been to Singaporean restaurants outside of Singapore. So my experience is not authentic Singaporean, but it is. I've always liked it. And the street food, and our friend Teddy lives there, so she said she'd give us a tour. So we gotta hit her up. She knows how to eat. She knows where to eat, and she knows how to eat.
Yeah, I remember when she was on your podcast, you kind of asked her to give us a virtual tour of Singapore. Right?
She gave us like 25 recommendations on that. Yeah, so if anyone is interested, go back to our true crime episode. At the end of that one, I asked Teddy to give us a tour of Singapore, and she gave us like a 2-day agenda with 25 restaurants. So yeah, it sounds amazing. Wow. But yeah, it always helps to have a local too. I think having a local is really key.
That's true.
So yeah, if I ever go to Hong Kong, Isabel, you got me, right? You get
Yes. I'll show you the best places to get your egg tarts, milk tea, and pineapple buns.
Perfect. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of bucket list destinations out there. Do you have one?
I do. Bhutan.
Really? Yeah.
It's known as one of the happiest countries in the world. It's also one of the only places without any Western influences. So they don't have any McDonald's, they don't have any Starbucks, and it has this like huge Buddhist influence.
Yeah.
So it just sounds so like mysterious and also so different to me.
Yeah.
Do you have a bucket list?
Oh, so many. Yeah, we've talked about a few. So on the docket, 2024 is hopefully Japan. But yeah, up there, South Korea, Singapore would be great. I've never seen the Great Wall, so I'd like to go to Beijing someday. So yeah, I've only been, well, we'll talk about this later, my sad limited travel experience in Asia. But yeah, there's so many. So it's almost like, this is sad. So you're a lot younger than me, but when you get to a certain age, you start to think about how many trips you have left in your life.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, right. It's sad, but it's facts, right? When
you gotta make it count.
I know. So I'm a teacher, so I have summers off. So I'm kind of like, well, okay, how many more trips? And then, seeing my parents get older and it's harder for them. So they're not going to Vietnam when you're in your 80s, right? So I started to do some math and I'm like, I got to get going. Because my wife and I, we've been doing Hawaii a bunch with the kids. This is perfect for the kids. Hawaii is so easy. But now they're getting older and they're getting a little more adventurous with eating. and being able to handle a 15-hour flight, we're thinking, okay, we got to start checking off some of these locations in the next 15, 20 years, because, you never know what health is going to be like. You never know what politics or economics, you never know. So you got to start checking these out. So yeah, we have a lot on our list, but the list is almost too long. We got to start doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm jealous of your location. Being in Hong Kong.
It's not bad.
You're right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you have British passport too, so you can go almost anywhere. Yeah. That's very cool. Very cool. All right. Hey, we gotten through the first two, but are you ready for some travel trivia?
Yes, let's go.
All right. Now, this is not to make a fool of you or anything. So if you don't know the answer, that is fine. This just happens. So, all right, here we go. First question, I know you'll know, but I think this is just interesting for those who don't know. So one of the things that is a little bit hard about traveling is getting used to time zones. So, Isabel, I know you know this, but what is the total number of time zones in China? It's smaller than you think. Really small. Yes, you got it. It's just one time zone. It's such a wide country, east to west. But they just decided we're just going to go one time. Let's keep it simple.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird if you're on the far east, like Shanghai, and you're talking to someone in, I don't know, Urumqi or something like that, and it's 6 o'clock in the evening, but it's dark over here, but then middle of the day over there. So
I wonder what that's like.
I don't know. So that was kind of weird. All right, you came through. You hesitated, but you came through with that. All right, now this one you may not know. This is a pretty random one. So I made this a multiple choice. All right, so you're Asian, but you were born in Europe, and you went back to Asia. So here's the question. What do you have to cross to go from Asia, the continent of Asia, to the continent of Europe? You cross something. Is it A, the Tobol River, B, the Western Siberian Plain, or C, the Ural Mountains?
I would say B.
You're close. You're in the geographic area, but it is the Ural Mountains. So I guess technically that's where the two continents smashed up against each other.
Right.
Created the mountains. It runs through Russia and Kazakhstan. It splits those two. So somewhere around there is where you're technically out of Asia and into Europe. But, people, Russians, are they European? Are they Asian? It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. But yeah, so that's the actual physical divider between the continents. All right. Here's another weird one that I think you might know, you might not know.
I'm not ready for this.
You're sweating? Okay. Should we turn on the air conditioning here? All right. So there is a river that you could travel and get through 6 Asian countries. What river? It's about 4,900 kilometers long, but you go through the countries of China, Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. What river are you on? A, the Mekong River, B, the Irrawaddy River, or C, the Red River, aka the Hong River?
I would go for A.
Mekong, yeah. So if you started on the Mekong River in China, you could just sail or row or float past 6 different countries. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if there must be cruises. You must be.
Would you need passports to go through all the checkpoints?
Probably, yeah, I would think. But if you went underwater, but that would be cool, right? That'd be a cool little tour. You start in China, you go to Myanmar or Burma, and Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. That's very cool. All right. Well, you did pretty well. What did you get? 2 out of 3 on that?
Oh my God.
That's pretty good. Geography. Yeah, we had a little bit of geography conversation earlier. It did not go well.
I mean, FYI, listeners, Curtis did not tell me that there was this segment.
I like to spring that on my guests, but you're doing well. You're representing well. You're doing great. All right, so let's get back to our sound bites. We are on to question number 3, which is, what is your favorite travel tip or hack? All right, let me give you the tips. These are pretty good. I think these came out pretty good. All right, here we go. Do you have a favorite travel tip or hack that you use when you travel?
I've become a proponent of the packing cube. I actually really like them. They're kind of nerdy, but they're basically like these little individual cubes that you put in your suitcase and you can kind of separate your stuff. And it just like prevents your suitcase from becoming that like explosion of clothes like the minute you open it at the hotel, because all of your stuff is sort of in these individual things. So it's easy to find everything. I don't know, Kaitlin, what's your travel hack?
I would say I'm a proponent of the packing list.
Okay.
So what I do is when I go to a different place, I make a packing list. Well, this is what I did years ago. I make a packing list. I know sort of what time of year I was going. So then I save that packing list. And then when I'm going to a similar place with a similar climate, time of year, all that, I already have a starting point, so I don't have to make a new packing list. So now I've got a very like tidy little collection going. And yeah, I can refer back to it and kind of be like, oh, that's about what I need.
Yeah, tropical location in April, got it. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, perfect. All right, you got a favorite travel tip or hack?
Yes. If you're trying to travel without checking your luggage, one of the smartest things I'd ever seen, and this actually I got this tip from a flight attendant. Tie your shoes and jackets and stuff to the outside of your luggage. Yeah, because like it's just got to fit underneath, right? So if you just tie the shoes to the outside, if you have like a bag and you tie your shoes to the outside,
that's true.
It saves space for your carry-on.
All right, yeah, hey, there you go. Yeah, tie that up. You can wear them around your neck maybe too.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a favorite travel tip or hack?
Yes. A tip for traveling very minimally. Like I basically just wore a backpack the entire 3-4 months, and I carry a lot of neutral colored clothing so that you can mix and match as much as you can and truly like travel lightly. It's amazing, especially when you're going from buses to scooters to trains to planes. Bulkier is not the way to go.
Yeah, it's so freeing, huh? You just like, I'm gonna run for this train.
Yes, less is more.
All right, do you have a favorite travel tip or hack, like way to save money or way to make your travel easier?
Pack less. You can buy whatever you need, and don't worry too much. I think that's my rule. Like at the end of when I'm at airport, I'm like, I have my passport and I have my babies. That's good.
That's all you need. Yeah. Maybe your phone, but and a credit card.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you're not the first person to say that. Like good travelers. Actually, you're friends with Amy Park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We had her on and she just did like a 3-month trip or something.
Oh, yeah. I've seen the pictures.
Yeah. And she said, yeah, you want to go one backpack.
I don't know if I could do one backpack, but...
Yeah, well, that's pretty light. That's really light. But yeah, she said, you don't want to be running for a train with a suitcase. Yes. All right. Do you guys have a favorite travel tip or hack that you like to do? Maybe to save money or make life easier?
I always bring food when I'm like flying out. I'm always like got packed. Nowadays, there's like nothing good to eat at an airport. All right,
and you don't want to arrive hangry, right?
Yeah, or do you? This is gonna sound so bizarre. I guess I can say it because we say weird things on podcasts. But if I'm in a plane, tens of thousands of feet in the air, and I'm eating, I want that to be like really good food,
right?
Because I don't know what's gonna happen to myself. If, with me, like if it's my last meal, I want it to be something really good, and like to guarantee that I'm going to bring my own food.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I have a different approach to that, and I always have salt with me. I carry a tin of salt. Like my bag is right around the corner. We could go pull it out and look. But between salt and asking for lemon or lime, because wherever you're eating, there's at least a 50% chance they'll have lemon or lime. I can make anything taste better.
Yeah. What kind of salt do you bring?
Somebody gave me a little Jacobson's
that
fleur de
flighty
sel
thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so I've got one of those in my purse, and I just refill it with whatever salt I happen to have on hand, depending on when I need to refill it.
That's such a test kitchen answer, Lana.
I'm sorry, but my friends make fun of me until we're having dinner, and they're like, "This is okay." I'm like, "No, I gotcha.
It could be better.
We could make this better."
Yeah, no, salt and a little acid.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
Hey, do you have a favorite travel tip or hack, like maybe a way to save money or something that you always do to get you by?
Yeah, saving money for sure. My favorite is, I've only started doing this recently, but actually going to a foreign exchange shop somewhere in town. A lot of people, if you go to like a first world country, you can use your credit cards more often. But if you can't, I really suggest actually calling a few exchange shops in town and requesting their rate, because they vary they vary so largely, and so you could get really good rates at this like really small exchange rate in some random city nearby you, and you could save 10-15% money. So it's pretty worth it if you put in a little bit of time exchanging your money.
I typically I like having a little bit of cash on me too. A credit card gives you a good rate, but when you're going on the street market or you're going to a small shop, you'd feel kind of weird dropping the credit card down.
All right, do you have a favorite travel tip or hack?
I usually don't pack a lot to begin with, so then I can bring
always leave room in your bag for souvenirs and clothes. Jeff, what was yours? You bring your own sheets now, right? Because you got bed bugs or something.
Oh no!
I bring my own pillowcase.
A pillowcase.
Oh. I went to Paris last year, and then I got this crazy around my mouth rash. Like it turned all red in Paris. So like the second day there, and my doctor was like, "It's probably from your dirty Airbnb." Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I think I'm gonna follow that one. Airbnb especially.
All right. So some pretty good hacks there. Do you agree with any of this?
Yes, definitely. Pack light.
I know.
And also always having a bit of cash with you.
Yeah, especially if you're away from like the main restaurants or you're going to a smaller one. I agree with the philosophy of traveling light, but I'm also one of those be prepared dads, I like to always there's a chance of rain. I better bring a little bit of a thing.
It's a lot harder when you're traveling with kids.
Yeah.
Because if you're traveling alone, you can always tough it out.
Yeah. But they did say, you know what? When you get to most of these locations, you can always buy stuff there.
True.
So, and I think it's kind of fun to try the local toothpaste or the local shampoo. There's slight differences.
That's true. Yeah. I've also, back in the day, I used to go, go shopping before my trips, as in buying some new products. Like, I might try this out during my trip, but eventually I realized it never works. So you would always end up packing way more than you need. So I stopped doing that. I only bring what I definitely use.
Yeah. Can you do you check in luggage or do you try to go carry on?
Yes, I do check in luggage. I think it's because for girls, we normally might have some of those skincare.
Yeah, large bottles.
Yeah.
That's true too. Yeah. And like lithium batteries. You gotta have one carry-on for the batteries and then one check-in for liquids.
Exactly.
It's kind of tricky. But I used to travel lighter before I was a dad.
In one backpack?
Yeah. It was a big-ish backpack. But so Amy, you heard on that one, she traveled for like 3 months with a backpack.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty hardcore.
Around Asia.
Yeah, I think she went to a bunch of different countries.
Wow.
But I did that one time. I was a backpacker kind of through China, and it poured rain for like 3 weeks, and everything was wet. And once your shoes get wet and they just never dry, it got bad. I got bronchitis,
Oh dear.
Yeah. So after that point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pack a poncho wherever I go, and I'm gonna, there are certain experiences where
But how do you keep your foot from getting wet in that kind of situation? Whenever the socks get wet, it's just so icky.
Well, what you should have is little slippers.
Oh, yes.
You know, like something that you can slip on during the torrential rain and then keep your lace-up shoes dry in your backpack under your poncho.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good tip.
So, yeah, something like that. But yeah, some good tips out there. Everyone out there, if you have any tips, you can write to us your tips, because this is fun. I think it's fun to hear people's answers and things that they've learned along the way. And some of these folks are older, and some of these folks are younger. Some of them are chefs. You can hear some of their chef answers. Is pretty cool. It's like they're gonna enhance their food on the way, or
Andrea's some good philosophy there.
A little salt, little acid, and then Andrea's a little older, right? So she's like, hey, if this is my last meal. If this plane's going down, I'm going to go down fed well. So it's funny. Yeah, she's a character. But okay, so that was some good answers on travel hacks. The next question is an item that you always bring with you no matter where you go. Let's start with your answer first this time. What's an item that you, no matter where you travel to...
This is the toughest question.
You don't have one thing?
I think nowadays everyone will say... If it's just one item, it's probably iPhone.
Yeah. You know, I'm starting to become a bring my computer at all costs kind of guy. I didn't used to be, but I use it for so much now. You know, you use it for I guess you could use your phone too.
Do you edit your podcast while flying?
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, I did a little bit of editing on the plane, and I even brought a microphone with me.
Oh wow.
Not that I was gonna do an interview, but I wanted to do an introduction to one episode, so I did that in the hotel, and things are pretty small nowadays, so you can pack some stuff. But you know what my answer was? We did a travel show about 2 years ago. I haven't done this for a while, but I used to love paper maps, you know, like not the laminated ones, not the really, really big ones, but you know, like the laminated ones, because I get disoriented in big cities. So like in Paris, I really liked having the map so I can see, you know, on your phone it's so small and kind of hard to navigate. So I haven't done that for a while because we haven't gone anywhere really big like that.
So you must have excellent map reading skills.
I do like reading maps, yeah.
Which is not common among kids these days, I would say.
For sure. Yeah. For sure, yeah. And I mean, I'll still, of course, I'll use my phone, but I used to like having the lay of the land, you know, see the whole city and say, wow, that zoo is really far away, or, you know, like it's hard to get that scale on a
that's
phone.
Great survival skill as well, because if you're stuck in the wild, you don't have your iPhone, what do you do?
Yeah. And then I don't know if it's common anymore. Do you know, like when we went to Paris, all the rental cars were stick shift. Is that still common in Europe? Are most rental cars manual transmission?
I can't say for Paris. Yeah. I could imagine in Europe that it must not be as digitally savvy, because there's kind of like a crowd that is always pushing back against this like digital transformation, right? Just being European.
Yeah. So that, I mean, I learned how to drive stick shift in high school, and it came in handy because they were like, okay, here's your car. And it was a stick shift. And if you've ever watched like Amazing Race or something, sometimes that comes up where they have a car and it has to be a manual transmission. So anyway, it's not like something that you pack, but I guess it's one of those skills that you need to have. All right, let's go on to our next topic. So what item do you always bring with you no matter where you go?
I would say a small water bottle. Okay. I don't think enough people understand the virtue of a little 16-ounce Nalgene. You know, everybody's always packing those giant boys, and I'm just like, no.
Too heavy.
Anywhere you go, pretty much when you travel, there's going to be water. Yeah. And I love the little bottle life.
Yeah.
I would probably say my computer. Generally, wherever we go, we like to record everything. So, and also like, we've come to the conclusion that it's best to start writing your travel post while you're in the destination. Like when you're
one.
like the most excited about it and it's freshest in your mind, like, you know, just taking a few minutes to write part of your travel post at the end of every day is what we like to do. So that like otherwise you get back and you have this mountain of photos and you're like, what did we do this day? And like it can get confusing.
Right.
Yeah. All right. What's a travel item you like to bring with you no matter where you're going? Long or short trip, you're going to bring this item?
I mean, does my laptop count?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I go nowhere
nowadays.
Without it. Yeah.
Nowadays, yeah. Remember when we used to have printout stuff on paper and tickets and all that
Yes.
stuff?
Remember like MapQuest? You have to like print it out and then have it in the car and drive and follow it. Or what was the guide? What was it? Thomas Guide?
Thomas Guides.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, no joke. When I went to Paris in like 2005, I brought a compass with me because you get turned around on the streets. Yeah. So I actually brought a compass with me. All right. And is there a travel item that you always bring with you no matter where you're going?
Sounds so silly, but sunscreen. I'm not kidding. I need sunscreen everywhere I go. And my travel buddy in all the countries I visited.
Okay. All right. What's one travel item, even if you are packing light, what's one travel item that you will bring no matter where you go?
Journal.
Do you go pencil and paper or will you go digital?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like everyday stuff, I have it on my iPad and my thoughts and everything. Brain dump. It's my notebook.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have an item, besides salt, do you have an item that you like to bring no matter where you're going, it's something that you always bring with you when you travel?
I have a memory foam pillow that I always take with me. It fits into like an overnight bag. It's because I know I will get a decent night's sleep if I have that little pillow.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got anything. Like, my first thought was ID, wallet. I don't know. Except, you know what? Given my history of losing my wallet and ID, I think that's pretty important.
Yeah. You get that's true. All right. Hey, is there a travel item that you always like to bring with you no matter where you go?
Yeah, this is pretty simple, but 2 trash bags.
Yeah.
So I always put 2 trash bags in my carry-on. And I use it every single time, whether, if it's I usually mainly for laundry, but when you go to the beach or something and you have dirty sandals, like sandy sandals, I always have like a trash bag to put it in. Or if you buy all these like random trinkets that you don't want have it all over your suitcase, I put it in the trash bag and just stuff it in there. And just keeps everything in one place, which is really nice.
It's the poor man's packing cube.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No, I love it. Yeah, some of these things that you have like 100 of them and you're like, but then when you really need one, it's like, oh man, I wish I had a plastic bag right now.
Yeah.
It's pouring rain, you need a poncho or something.
Yeah.
All right, couple trash bags, throw it in the carry-on, throw it in your suitcase. All right, what's a travel item that you pack with you no matter where you're going?
My computer.
Yeah, you can't live without it.
Yeah, I can't not work. So.
A little occupational hazard of being the owner. Are you a computer person now? Do you carry your computer everywhere?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah. I do, whenever I travel, if it's not for work, I do try to give myself a bit of that digital break.
Yeah. When you go to a place like Bali, you don't have good Wi-Fi anyways.
Oh, they do have really good Wi-Fi because there's this like digital nomads culture going on.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So like people are cafe hopping. Cafes have way better Wi-Fi than your own villas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I take it back. Sorry, Bali. I take it back. Wi-Fi is great in Bali. See, that's why you're here as well. I like the trash bag answer too. It's so light. It's so easy. You can bring 2 different sizes. One big one little.
Yeah. And it's a bag for your dirty laundry.
Yeah.
And it could be for anything.
Yeah. You get a little motion sick. You need to throw up. You need to get trash bag in your in your carry-on. Yeah. And the funny answer about the ID, it just happened to me. We drove down here to LA, but then we're going to catch a flight to Hawaii. So we were driving down, and about 20 minutes from my house, I realized I didn't have my wallet because I was so busy packing the car. You know how it is? You're packing, and you're going inside and outside of the house. And normally I pack my wallet as soon as I go out the door. I put my wallet in my pocket. But we were going in and out, carrying the luggage, making sure the doors were locked, the timer for the lights are on, the cats are fed, all this stuff. And I ran out and go, okay, we're good. Double checked everything. Stove is off. Windows are latched. All that stuff you have to do before you leave the house. And we were driving down from San Francisco. And luckily, 20 minutes in, I remembered, I go, where's my wallet?
Ooh.
Because if we got down to San Diego and I had to get on that flight, it'd be like, I'll see you guys later.
Lucky you remembers it.
And it wasn't like 4 hours in,
Exactly.
So it was a little bit of a 45-minute detour back and down. But yeah.
You still made your flight.
We gave ourselves an extra day. But it wasn't the time so much, but it was like, oh, that would have been a bummer. But I don't have a passport. I haven't left the country in long enough. My passport.
So you don't have a passport right now?
All I have is a driver's license.
Oh my God.
So
it's so crazy how you could go to Hawaii, which is quite far from the mainland, right? And you still don't need a passport.
Yeah. So we've been going to Hawaii lately. We haven't left the country. So I need to get one though. But normally I would bring both IDs just in case, right? Because if you lose it in Hawaii, what are you going to do? Send the family home and have them bring it back? I don't know. But so some good answers there. Journal, sunscreen, a couple computer answers. The pillow one, I got to start doing that.
I get it.
I went to this hotel and they had the thickest pillow. I felt like my neck was at 90 degrees. It was the worst. I got home. I couldn't look down. My neck was so jacked up. So I got to find a small one. I think the one she was talking about, it rolls up into a ball in a little stuff sack. Because you can't carry a full-size pillow. But I got to ask her.
Actually, during my first year of uni, I was kind of working this part-time job as an executive assistant for a CEO of a global company. And he would travel with his full pillow. So he would have his office arrange delivery of that pillow to the hotel that he's going to stay at before his arrival.
One hotel, I guess it was a little bit of a fancier hotel. They had, when you reserved the room, they had a box.
Yeah.
Do you like a flatter pillow? Do you like a softer pillow?
Or like they would have a whole pillow menu.
You had a pillow menu. Yeah. I was like, this is amazing. So I guess you could probably ask most places, do you have a thinner pillow? But I was just like, we were only there for 2 nights. I was like, I'll just suck it up. But then, huge mistake. So either bring a pillow or ask for a thinner pillow, maybe. Yeah. So those are some fun answers. Yeah, all right. So we're going to go to the last question, but hopefully you have recovered from our last trivia questions because I have some more. I have some more. Of course I have more. You think we're going to stop at 3 questions?
Dear. Get my Google ready.
No Googling allowed. All right, this one, for some reason I feel like you know this one. Maybe not. All right. What island could you visit and visit 3 different countries? So one island is divided up by 3 countries.
Oof, I have no clue.
Let's see. What hint can I give you? Orangutan. So think of orangutans.
Malaysia.
Close. You're in the neighborhood. Borneo.
Oh, right.
Borneo actually has Malaysia. Part of it is under the Malaysian sovereignty. Part of it is part of Indonesia and Brunei. Brunei is surrounded by the other 2.
Ooh.
So that's kind of cool, though. You can go one island, and I think it's the largest island in Asia. Even bigger than Hokkaido.
I learned something new today.
I'm glad. Yeah, everyone out there, that's pretty cool, right? You can go to one island and go to 3 different countries. So you have to cross the borders, I guess, but that sounds pretty cool.
So cool.
All right, now this is this is gonna sound bad, but I like countries that have a little bit of a colony background, because I'm not okay. Of course, imperialism was terrible, right, for a lot of people, but it created these cool. Is cool the right word? Interesting or fascinating places. You live in one of them, right? Hong Kong is a fascinating mix of British and Chinese culture. It's become kind of its own thing. So I'm going to name a country, and you tell me. You want to go colonizer or colony?
Oh my God.
All right, I'll give you the colony, and you tell me.
Okay.
All right, we'll start with an easy one. You ready? Macau.
Portugal.
Yeah. So I love Macau. Macau's kind of cool. But all right. Anyway, this one is kind of interesting because there's more than one correct answer. The Philippines.
Oh yes. Spain.
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah, briefly.
And the US.
Yeah. So they have a real mix.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, and everyone wanted it because the location is prime. and the agriculture.
Yeah.
But it's created an interesting culture, right?
And cuisine as well.
Cuisine, language, you know, a lot of surnames, a lot of Spanish names, surnames, and even Spanish language in Tagalog.
Yeah.
But then, you know, the U.S. presence, the military presence and stuff. So interesting. This one, I think you know, is Laos. Well, all of Southeast Asia at one point. Not all of it. But Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia was all part
France.
of, Indochine.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Indochina. So kind of interesting, right? So all these places have little smatterings of their former colonizers' culture. Like we were talking to Teddy about some Singlish, and she said there's this term called "ghostan," but it means go astern, like you're backing up. So if someone's backing their car up, you're like, ghostan means to back up. It comes from the British. So there's a lot of British isms. And of course, they speak English there. So that's kind of that one. And then Macau, everyone loved. We were just talking about Portuguese dantat, right?
Yes.
The Macanese dantat with the little creme brulee topping of it.
That's the best. Yeah.
Funny story. We had a oxtail. You like oxtail stew?
Yes.
And we love it, right? And so we got together with our friends who are Portuguese, and she's like, yeah, the Portuguese, we do this oxtail stew. And so we got together with them, and we're like, okay, you bring your Chinese version of oxtail stew, and we'll bring our Portuguese version. And we got there, and it's almost identical.
Wow.
It's tomato-based, and it had, but, you know, there's a little bit more soy sauce and flavors in the Chinese one. But basically the same recipe, just a little different. And it probably had to do with the Portuguese, that they were in Macau and Hong Kong. And so the flavors were regional, but the style and the method of cooking it was kind of interesting. So I like the idea of these places being unique fusions. But of course, there was suffering and there was a lot of mistreatment of people. But I still think it's kind of a cool thing when you visit these places to see the leftovers.
For sure.
But all right, you did okay. You didn't totally embarrass yourself.
I did.
No,
I did.
No. Have you been to a lot of Southeast Asian countries? No?
I think I've been to the Philippines, Indonesia, Bali, right?
Okay.
Thailand. I haven't been to Vietnam. That's one place that I am trying to go visit this year.
Yeah. No, I'd love to go there too. Yeah, there's a bunch. Like I said, Cambodia hasn't been on my list, but, you know, maybe I got to add that. But for sure, Philippines would be great.
Especially the seaside islands.
Yeah.
Like Boracay, Cebu.
Yeah. Underrated, right? Like not, like people know Bali, people know, what's the island that starts with an M? Mauritius? No, I forget.
Maldives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone knows those. But Philippines, we had a guy on who travels a lot to the Philippines, and he said you could just hire a guy to take you with a boat, to take you to a private island for the day, and it is like less than $100 or something like that for the whole day.
Pretty much,
and if you get tired of one island, he'll take you to another island, you know, and the reefs are just more pristine because there's not a ton of people out there.
That's true.
So, and the exchange rate really good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we gotta add Philippines to the list.
Yes,
the list is getting long. The list is getting long. Okay. Would you do Bali or Philippines if you really want beaches?
I'm sorry, my Filipino friends. I'm gonna go for Bali.
For the overall.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, fair enough. I think that's fair enough. All right. We're going to go to the last question, which is disaster stories. So get your disaster story ready.
Oh, dear.
All right. So let's see if I'm in the right spot. Do you guys have any travel disaster stories?
Prague.
Oh my God, yes. I got pickpocketed in Prague. So after college, we went on a 3-week Euro trip. And day 2, I got pickpocketed. And we almost had our passports like confiscated in this like really scary. I won't go into it because it's like
it's actually well
long,
documented on the blog if you want to read about it.
Yes, it's well documented on the blog if you look at our Prague post. But it was like I was so shook, and then crazily enough, at the end of the trip, so I lost my wallet, got stolen right out of my bag, and then at the end of the trip, I got the wallet back in Paris. Because a person on the streets of Prague picked up my wallet and was like, wow, I hope, like, let me reach out to this person. She found me on LinkedIn. This is TMI. I was literally on the toilet in Italy. And I was like, let me check LinkedIn and see what's going on back in the real world. And this lady from Prague DM'd me and was like, hey, found your wallet. So I had her mail it to my friend who was living in Edinburgh at the time, but was going to meet us in Paris. My friend meets us at the airport and she says, here's your wallet.
Amazing. Wow. Okay. Happy ending then. That's good.
Yeah, it was insane though.
Okay. So read more at the blog. Any travel disaster stories?
No. I've been lucky enough.
Okay.
No, I lie. I have a travel disaster story for you. When my grandfather passed away, my son was just about 1.5, I think, maybe 2. And we were trying to get him off of breastfeeding. So his mom was like, why don't you take him to the funeral with you? And just the 2 of you go. And I was like, man, I don't know how that trip was going to go. But I took him. And the flight, he was like excited. He's watching. He's like, babbling to people beside him. Everybody's loving him. We get there. It's only like maybe 4 days. He's loving it. Every once, maybe every other day, he's like, Mommy? And I'm like, oh, Mommy's at home. We'll go see her later. But he everything was new and everything was great. And he was meeting new people. Flight back. The minute we got on the plane, he just started screaming. He started screaming. Right? He screamed the entire flight until he fell asleep. He fell asleep screaming and he woke up screaming. And I was like, oh my God. So it was like he just built up all of it and just like on the flight back, it's just like he just let it all out.
And then on the way off the plane, you're like, keep your head down, no eye contact.
Man, I was so embarrassed. But I'll tell you the what I will say is that all the other passengers were so cool. They were like, "Oh, I have some Cheerios. You think he wants Cheerios?" And oh, do you like maybe he needs this? They were trying to be helpful, and that was a blessing.
But sometimes they're just not having it.
He wasn't having it that flight, man.
That's tough. All right, man. Thanks.
All right, brother. Thanks.
Do you have any travel disaster stories?
Oh my God. Back in 2017, my family and I were doing a 6-week trip kind of all over East Asia and Southeast Asia. The day I was leaving for Japan, I went to this really popular sushi restaurant and I ended up getting a stomach virus that day. And I had to go on the plane. So it was a disaster getting on the plane, having the stomach virus, going to Cambodia, landing in Cambodia. My sister's yakking on the plane. I just had it. And I couldn't eat for 72 hours. And I think the moment I did, was I in Cambodia or Thailand then? I think after Cambodia, I was in Thailand. I got food poisoning again.
That is
something I've learned is 2 weeks before you go traveling to a new place, take probiotics. It's changed the game for me. And a lot of people, when they talk about Bali, talk about Bali belly. I've been to Bali 3 times, never gotten Bali belly. And I swear on my probiotics 2 weeks beforehand. Yeah, it strengthens your gut lining in your system.
What are you doing? You doing acidophilus? What else are you doing?
It's this company called Mary's. They have it at like Whole Foods and everything, I swear by it. Like I've never really gotten food poisoning ever since then. And when I don't take it, I got food poisoning.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. So what 1 pill a day is pretty easy.
A day. Yep.
Hey man, who can't do that?
Right.
All right. So we'll throw that in as a travel tip as well. A little probiotics, some sunscreen, and travel lightly.
Yes.
Do you have any travel disaster stories?
Actually, my honeymoon.
Oh no.
It's not a disaster, but I always wanted to go a long trip for a honeymoon. So we did a 3-week trip to Italy. I heard no one does that. Because if you go to Italy, like you want to see like other places, but we only stayed in Italy. Because we were staying there for so long, like our budgets were tight, and we got like all sorts of hotels. Like we started at 2-star and then went up to 3-star and 4-star, and the last thing was like, whoa, this is our honeymoon hotel.
Yeah.
When we first got there, we were extremely tired, and we found out like this very sad building was our first hotel, and the door wasn't even shutting properly, and the window was kind of like creaky open. So it was very sad. It was very sad.
You're like,
and
this,
we were worried actually, if like, because anyone could come in.
Oh wow.
So yeah. It started that way, but it was good. It was fun.
Yeah. No, I feel that, because you want it to be the trip of a lifetime, right? You have all this expectation, a lot of pressure. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. And we didn't know that we were both not planners. So we just like book a trip, let's just go. And we had no plans, and it wasn't right.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what honeymoons are. You learn a little bit about each other.
Yeah, but it was fun. We had so much fun there, and a lot of.
No, in some ways, I almost recommend to people, don't put the first trip. Maybe just do a shorter one or do an easier one, and then maybe 1 year later, once you figure out your travel style and everything.
That's very wise.
Do y'all have any disaster stories, travel disaster stories?
Well, like, not near disasters. Like, I have been known to, like, show up on the wrong day for a flight.
Early or late?
One time it was early. Both times they were early.
Okay,
and one time we actually, like, showed up at the airport, and we're like, we're ready to go. And they're like, you don't have a ticket.
Yeah.
You don't have a seat. Tomorrow you do.
It was a test run. It was a practice
You know
run.
what? That's the way to go, though. If you're going to get the day wrong, you did it the right way.
You don't want to be a day late. Yeah.
And recently I did that last year again, too. That was the second time last year. And I said to my husband, I'm like, why the hell can't I check in yet for that damn flight?
It won't let me check in.
It won't let me check in. What is wrong? And then I was like, wait
Stupid
a
technology.
second. Wait a second. We're not going till tomorrow.
Man, you know what? I recently booked a hotel room for the wrong month.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well,
and I got this little email from the hotel saying, please rate your stay. And I was like, what's going on? Why would I rate my stay? Is this spam? What's going on? Went and checked it out and was like, oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Well, that just happened.
Right.
So you had to pay, they pay you 100% price?
Yeah. They were not willing to move or change anything. So
yeah. Any travel disasters you've had?
I guess not a specific like disaster story, but when I did go to Paris last year, on the second day at Airbnb, I started to get a skin reaction under my mouth, and it slowly spread to like around my nose and to my eyes. Ooh. And I'm still recovering from it. It's been 8 or 9 months, and I've been to like multiple doctors and dermatologists, but one of like the main causes might have been like a dirty pillow or like dirty sheets.
Ew, yeah.
And so my doctors recommended me from now on to bring your own pillowcase wherever you travel and just replace it. It's very, very easy. And just in case they don't clean it. I'm sure some people, cut corners there. So I highly recommend bring your own like pillowcase and I learned it from that.
Learn the hard way.
Yeah,
man.
Pretty much.
Yeah, be extra safe. You can put the pillow in the trash bag and then put your pillowcase on
That's
top.
right.
Double layer protection. Do you have any travel disaster stories?
Oh my goodness, this happened recently in Paris. It was like all flights getting canceled. Just everything that could go wrong in a travel went wrong during that trip. So
oh man, you're making me not want to go to Paris, you guys.
I know. It's Jeff's situation too.
All right, some disasters. Do you have any disaster stories, Isabel?
It's funny. A lot of them happened in Europe, and mine also happens in Europe, in Italy. So I had this like food poisoning on a work trip to Italy. So my company back then was headquartered in Bologna, which is a city an hour away from Milan.
Right.
And I would commute to Milan every day, like 1 hour train ride. And so on this fine day, I finished my breakfast. I think I had bacon and pancakes,
like a big breakfast,
something like that. And then I went for my train ride. And when I got on the train, I started feeling something like a sharp pain in my stomach. And then I tried to go on the train, but because the train was moving, it was so distracting. I just couldn't go. So I felt like my face probably went really pale. I was sweating the whole way. And then when we finally arrived at Milan Central Station, I ran because it's a huge station. I finally found the toilet, and then I just realized that toilet is like one of those paid toilets that you would need a coin.
Local currency.
Exactly, to go in. So I only had like bank notes. And then I was just so desperate. I found this lady. I was like, oh, I need coins. And then the lady just like, she was really unbothered. She pointed at the machine next to the toilet, which was a machine that you could like slot in a note and then you would get some coins. And I mean, I did the business, went to the office, but I still had to call in sick at some point. It was just really bad. I had to go back to Bologna.
That's the worst. Stomach troubles affect so much of your life. Yeah. No, that's tough. Yeah, I've never gotten sick like that overseas.
Lucky.
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood. But I've gotten food poisoning in the States before, and yeah, it's no fun. Yeah, especially, that would just ruin your trip. I've been paranoid about getting COVID, when you travel. I'm like, oh, that would...
Have you not gotten COVID yet?
We got it once at home, but we went to... So in 2021, we went to Hawaii. In 2022, we went to Florida, and we had all those Disney World tickets, and I was like, oh no, if we get COVID on the way over, so we were wearing masks. We were kind of paranoid. But it worked out. But I was just imagining, oh no, 10 days in a hotel when you're on vacation.
That's true. That's
terrible.
True.
But yeah, some of these sound really rough. I missed a train one time on our honeymoon. We went to Paris, and we were staying outside.
Paris again.
Yeah, Paris again. We were staying outside of town, a little ways out, kind of near Euro Disney. So it was like a 45-minute. You take the RER train. And it's like a 40-minute trip. And we got in line for the Eiffel Tower like maybe 8 o'clock at night or something. And the last train is like 11. So we were like, 3 hours should be plenty of time. But the line was so long.
Ooh.
By the time we got in there and we got to the top, it was almost time. But we were like, we're not going to run down. We just spent so much time to get to the top. So we just sucked it up. And so we had to get a hotel in Paris at midnight.
How romantic.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a disaster, but it was kind of like, well, we had to pay extra money. But luckily, the hotel had room for us. It was a cheaper one. We carried a guidebook. Do you guys audience out there, do you carry guidebooks?
Is it one of those lonely...
Yeah, ours was called Rick Steves. You ever heard of? They're blue.
Right.
And he had a list of hotels, cheaper and more expensive. And I had that in my backpack. And we just went down the list and called them up, and they had a room, and so it was fine. It was $100 or something like that, but it wasn't too bad. But so that was. I can't think of anything worse than that.
It wasn't that bad, actually.
Yeah.
It was a story.
Yeah. So anyway, everyone out there, I hope you enjoyed listening to these stories. And hopefully they haven't happened to you, but if they have, let us know. You can write us in. All right, are you ready for the lightning round, Isabel?
Yes, let's go.
These will be easier. These are easier than the trivia. Trust me. All right, what is your country count? Do you know how many countries you've been to. I'll tell you mine. Mine is so sad. I've been to 10 countries.
That's not bad.
Including the U.S.
That's not bad. That's okay. There's so many states in the U.S. also.
That's true. Well, there's a lot I haven't been to, but yeah, only 10. So only like 3 in Asia. I've been to Taiwan, Hong Kong, China, and Macau.
Right.
So 4.
I think my count should be somewhere around 25.
Oh, all right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Europe is easy because you can hit like 10 countries.
Yeah, it's so easy. Like you can just like do a few countries in one day if you want to.
yeah. Take a train, get like 12 in one week. Yeah. So I definitely want to do more countries in Europe. And then, Southeast Asia sounds like you can go on the Mekong River and get 6 right there.
I know. Yeah. Just from one boat ride.
Yeah. I know I have friends who said they want to do 50 by 50.
Wow.
Which I've already passed. So it's too late for me. But that's a pretty good goal. That's a really...
What about 60 by 60?
I got to do 50 more in the next 8 years. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't know if I want to have that goal per se, but I'd like to get a couple more in at least. But all right, next question. Now this is a blatant plea to these companies to sponsor this podcast. Do you have a favorite airline?
Yes, I do. It's I'm not sure how to say it. It's a EVA Airlines or EVA.
Yeah.
It's that Taiwanese.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah,
I like them too. Singapore is good too. I've flown Singapore Airlines before. They're pretty good too. I like these Asian chains because they give you the option of Asian food or Western food. I like that.
And also, customer service is always pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, very cool. How about hotel chain? Do you have a chain? Some people are very loyal to their hotels.
I have to say I don't. Like, I like to discover like maybe boutique hotels or some maybe special hotels depending on the location that I go to.
Yeah. No, that's very cool. Because I think every location, even if you had loyalty to, let's say, a Marriott or something, every location is different anyway. So it's not like you're going to get anything out of it.
Yeah.
Have you ever showed up somewhere without a hotel reservation?
No.
I did that once. And it's a little bit scary. If you get in a little later, you don't know.
Where was that?
It was Hong Kong.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I actually showed up in Hong Kong because I was traveling around China and I didn't know my exact return date. I was just kind of wandering around. So I didn't know my exact return date and I just showed up Hong Kong like at dinner time, 6 or 7. And I was like, there's got to be a room somewhere. So I ended up going to, I don't even know if they call them guest houses.
Oh, yes. There are a lot of them.
Yeah.
And if, for the worst case scenario, you will always have Hotel McDonald's.
Yeah, right. But, I just went and it's one of these places where they have like 3 different bedrooms and you share a bathroom and it was really cheap. Mm-hmm. I was sleeping on like a cot. It wasn't like a full on bed. But it was fine, and this building had a bunch. Like every floor was a different one, run by a different person.
Wow!
This is in the 90s, though, so
okay.
I don't know if they still.
And
do
it wasn't like Chungking Mansion.
It was not like that, but it was ish. It was kind of like that style where you like a hostel.
I see.
But yeah, I was younger and braver.
Wow.
But it was, and I didn't even speak Chinese, so I was like taking my chances. I was like, oh man, I could be a dead man. But it worked out pretty good. So I don't think I would do that now with a family of 4. My wife would kill me if it's like, oh, by the way, we're just going to wing it. But it's kind of freeing in a way, just showing up and see what happens. But I don't know if I would do that. And it's got to be a big city too. So you said, there's a 24-hour McDonald's that you can just sit there. Yeah. Or a sauna in Korea or something. All right. This is going to be, you have to choose one. All right. If you only had one trip in 2024, now I know this would be hard for you. Would you choose city, beach, or mountain?
Beach.
Really?
Yes.
I'm a city person, though beaches are great.
Yeah. It's because I already live in a city, you know. It doesn't feel like you're escaping your daily life if you go to another city.
Yeah, true. How long can you sit on a beach? Can you go to a beach and sit there for 8 hours?
Yes, I have done that actually.
Okay.
Yeah, from my last trip to Bali, I went there from the opening time of the beach club until the closing time. And I got proper tanned.
Yeah. You just bring a book or
I had like a Kindle, I have phones, and I was just chilling by the pool and then was just doing nothing.
Yeah.
listening to a couple episodes of Infatuation Podcast?
Oh, yes, of course.
Right? Yeah. Everyone should do that. Download a bunch just in case you're on a beach for 8 hours.
Exactly.
You never know. All right. Would you rather go to an ancient city or a modern metropolis?
Ancient city.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's a city that you would recommend? Have you been to Angkor Wat or you been to...
No. I don't think that's an ancient city, but then, like somewhere in Turkey, I think that will be something that I want to do.
Yeah. No, I think there's 1,000-year-old buildings there, some of the, like, America's so young. We have, the oldest thing is 250 years.
Or like Machu Picchu.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Cairo is kind of messed up, but it'd be kind of cool to see the pyramids.
True, yeah.
But yeah. Okay, very cool. I mean, I think Europe to me is ancient. When you see, like, we went to France and yeah, every church there, the first church we saw, this is amazing. But then there's like 20 more just like it.
Yeah.
And they're all 400 or 500 years old. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. For us, like I said, in San Francisco, it's only 150 years old, right? So there's nothing like that. So for us, that was kind of neat. All right, you have to think about this. Would you rather go 5 days going 4-star hotels and white tablecloths, or 10 days at like 2.5-star and hole-in-the-wall restaurants?
I would say 5 days in 4 stars.
Yeah. I think it depends on the country, right? Like if you go to the Philippines, you're probably okay going cheaper, right? Like,
I think actually for that one, I've heard it would be safer to stay with hotels if you are new to the Philippines. Yeah.
All right.
But also, I'm not a high school student anymore.
I know. Yeah, and then the star rating varies from country to country. Like 2-star in China is very different than 2-star somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, you got to know you got to look it up a little bit. I kind of agree with you.
Yeah.
There are some countries where I think you can go cheaper for sure.
Yeah.
And there's some countries where it's like you might want to spend a little more on a nicer hotel.
Exactly. Especially if you stay with a hotel, there would be like receptionists who are there to help you out, maybe help you call a taxi and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe cleaner water.
Yes, probably. And cleaner pillowcases, maybe?
Apparently that's a thing. Yeah. All right. I think that's it, Isabel. I think you survived.
Oh my God.
Another travel episode. Woo! Hey, best of luck with everything. You're doing a really cool job with Proudly Asian.
Thank you.
I enjoy seeing all the food. So who knows? Maybe we'll have another meal together. We'll see.
Yes,
we'll see.
We definitely will.
So everyone check out Proudly Asian's Instagram. You might even see me or my hand in one of these pictures. Who knows? Everyone out there, if you want to learn more about Proudly Asian and Isabel's podcast, you can go find her at Proudly Asian or proudly.asian on social media and listen wherever you get your podcasts. Basically, whatever you're listening to now, you can find Isabel's podcast there as well. And give her and us a like and a follow wherever you listen to us. We'll take your reviews, we'll take your ratings, we'll take whatever we can get. You can write to us at infatuationpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your travel stories, whether they're good stories, hacks, disasters, whatever you want. You can send that our way. You can also follow us at Infatuation Podcast over at Facebook or Instagram. So everyone out there, hey, thanks so much for listening. We hope that you're traveling right now as you listen to us. That would be great. If not, we hope that you're planning a trip soon because the world is waiting for you out there. So I guess that does it for our special Los Angeles edition. We hope that you're all happy, healthy, and safe out there.
Talk to you soon.
Bye everyone. All right. Well, that does it for us. Thank you, Sarah and Kaitlin, so much. Hey, whenever, I know it's been a minute since you've been to San Francisco, so you got to come back and let me know. We'll go grab some San Francisco style dim sum or something.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Totally.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks so much for your time.
All right. Thanks so much, Curtis.
This was fun. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, this is great.
Okay. Bye, y'all. Cool. All right. So we'll keep in touch and just let us know what's going on.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Thanks again. I really do appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for this.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, brother. Thanks again.
See ya.
All right, Amy. Thanks so much, man. Have a great afternoon and best of luck to you.
Thank you so much, Curtis. You too. And I'm so looking forward to all the other people who get to be a part of your show. And
oh, man.
Super, super honored to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Have a good afternoon, and we'll talk to you soon.
Much, Curtis. You too. Bye.
Okay. Bye. All right. Thanks so much, Alyssa. This was really fun.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and have a good afternoon.
Of course. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. Have a good night. Thank you both. That was fun. We could do this for hours and hours. I know between the two of you could talk cooking for a long, long time.
We can.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get to do it in person.
Yeah.
Soon.
Come out, Lan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of us are
maybe
here.
In August.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
August.
That'd be fun.
That'd be super fun. Yeah. All right. Well, have a great afternoon or evening, depending on where you're living right now. And this will be out in a couple weeks, but thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Happy to.
Absolutely.
Yes, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, Jeff. Cool. Thanks so much, man. That was fun.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
I'll tag you when we post this up. But I think, what did I say on the top here? I think we're going April 18th on this one, so a couple weeks.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much, Curtis.
Yeah, keep in touch. Yeah, maybe I'll hit up some of your, like you said, you had some other creators. Maybe they, what's it called? Upsiders?
Oh, Uprisers.
Uprisers.
Oh, yeah. Michelle Hanabusa. She'll be a great person to talk to.
Okay, yeah.
She's amazing.
Cool. Yeah, next time you see her, say, hey, you want to do a podcast? Yeah.
I'll send you an email later.
Perfect.
With all her links and stuff like that.
Yeah. All right, cool. Have a great afternoon. You got some sunshine down there today?
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful today. Finally.
I know, right?
Oh, my gosh.
It's been nuts. We survived the blizzard of 23.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, if you're ever in town, let me know. We'll grab something.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, you're not far away.
I can occasionally go there, so we'll definitely have time to link up sometime.
Yeah, perfect. And you can see how bad I dress. You'll be like, oh no, this guy.
We'll go to a Uniqlo later.
Yeah. That's what we need to do. Yeah, we'll do a live update of my fashion update of makeover. All right, Jeff. Have a good afternoon, and thanks so much.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, Curtis.
Get you.
Take care.
See ya. All right. Well, that does it. So thanks for everything.
Thanks
so much.
Yeah, Jeff, thanks for suggesting me for this podcast.
Yeah. No, of course. All right. We'll catch you guys later. One of these days. Yeah. Well, I gotta meet you down in LA and see you guys down there.
Yeah. Hit me up.
Of course.
All right.
I'm around.
Yeah. All right. Thanks again, guys.
Bye, everyone. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. That is a wrap.
Yay!
Cool.
Okay.
Should we knock out a few more episodes while we're...
I know, right?
I got
Let's do the whole season.
I got another 2 hours on here.
Nice.